afternoon and welcome to County Soccer Complex in Des Moines, Iowa, home of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Alongside Sam Kane, the coach, I'm Andy Pollack, and in just a moment we'll have the matchup between the Bettendorf Bulldogs and the Pleasant Valley Spartans right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And coaches, we get set to go on this Chamber of Commerce type day. The butterflies of that first round of the state tournament are out in full effect. We've got to see a couple games already and some smaller classes that have lived up to the billing so far.
Yeah, it's been a great day of soccer. Some great moments on display, some great goals, great defensive moments, excellent officiating, I would say, in both games. So really not a lot of complaints from my side of the table, but excited again for this final game and to see what it can unfold.
This is one of 4 quarterfinal games going on in Class 3A. Waukee Northwest and Ankeny Centennial are playing right now. Waukee Northwest has already scored 12 minutes in. They lead that game 1-0. Linmar is taking on West Des Moines Valley in the 4-5 game. This is the 2-7 game. Pleasant Valley, the 2 seed. Bettendorf, the 7 seed, and then starting about 15 minutes after this one will be the 3 seed Ankeny and the number 6 seed Waukee. In the game before this, we saw the 7 seed North Scott take down the 2 seed Waverly Shell Rock. And we've also seen a 1 seed go down in Class 1A today. Davenport Assumption got beat by Dike New Hartford in the 8-1 game. So that'll be a lot of storylines in this state tournament already to look at. And we'll be back with more. And we'll dive deeper into what these two teams will need to do to win today's game. Plus, we'll have your starting lineups as we get set for kickoff. You're watching the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the Bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. As we get set to go with today's game, let's take a look at how both these teams got to the state tournament. Bettendorf, the Bulldogs, are your Region 8 champion. They defeated Iowa City High last week. They're led by Carson Bohonik, 41 goals and 10 assists this year. Peyton Markham, 11 goals, 26 assists. And you're going to see a couple different gals in there at goal, and they do a great job. Do the Bulldogs. Pleasant Valley, have had a chance to see them a couple times this year. They're 17-2 on the year. They defeated Dubuque Hempstead in the regional final to get to this point. Everything circles around how Morgan Russman is playing, and she is very, very fun to watch. Russman, the senior, 43 goals on the season, 10 assists, and you will see her do a little bit of everything out there. Bria Martell, 14 goals, 14 assists, and Maddie Huber, outstanding in goal, 109 saves this year for the Spartans, who come into this game, like I said, 17-2, champions of the Mississippi Athletic Conference. And we'll be back with our starting lineups here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
In Iowa, we grow corn. A lot of corn. Corn is what supports us. It feeds our livestock, it fuels our vehicles, and powers our state. It nourishes our families. A cash crop? Yeah, but it's way more than that. Corn sustains us. It's who we are. Without it, we'd just be... well, you get the picture. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state soccer tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. And to help celebrate this achievement, the Iowa Farm Bureau provides commemorative soccer balls for each team competing in the state tournament. These keepsakes are a great way for these athletes to remember their experience here, as well as the teammates, coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors who've all played an important role in their journey. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
And it's time now to head over to our public address announcer as we introduce the squads for today's game. Actually, looks like they're going to be doing our coin flip here real quickly as both teams get set to go. Pleasant Valley over there on the left, and Bettendorf over there on the right. These two teams have played already this season. Pleasant Valley won 2-1 earlier on this year, so teams no strangers to each other. In fact, witnessed a lot of parents chatting with each other to start as they walked in, as a lot of them know each other. The schools share a boundary, Bettendorf and Pleasant Valley. So as we get set to go on a Chamber of Commerce type day here at the James W. County Soccer Park on the southeast side of Des Moines. If you've never been here, it is a beautiful facility. Will be the last time, though, that the girls' soccer tournament will be held here, as next year it gets moved up to Ames and Iowa State University. They will be using all the different fields up around Ames, and that'll be a fun change, especially give it a big-time feel for that championship game and the semifinal games there where Iowa State plays. Now it's time to turn things over to our public address announcer for an introduction of today's teams.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2024 Iowa Girls State Soccer Championships presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Tonight's matchup features the Bulldogs from Bettendorf and the Pleasant Valley Spartans. Now let's introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup, starting with the non-starters for Bettendorf. Number 2, Paloma Elvira. Number 4, Mackenzie Schaefer. Number 5, Allison Eshelman. Number 8, Tori Rivera. Number 12, Cameron Ritchie. Number 14, Adelia Good. Number 16, Madison McLean. Number 18, Olivia Kenninger. Number 21, Haley Engels. Number 36, Annie Kilstrom. Number 7, Addison Woefel. And number 24, Abby Riley. Now let's meet the non-starters for Pleasant Valley. Number 1, Andy Vanderschaft. Number 3, Marissa Besson. Number 5, Erin O'Brien. Number 7, Addison Bentley. Number 8, Shreya Vijay. Number 12, Riley Mueller. Number 22, Mary Kate Townsend. Number 24, Erin McMahon. Number 36, Lily Ribitzer. Number 37, Maddie Kappert. And number 42, Kai Rebro. Now let's meet the starters for today's matchup, starting with Bettendorf. Number 6, Avery Williams. Number 9, Alma Gonzalez-Hayes. Number 10, Peyton Markham. Number 11, Kelsey Smith. Number 13, Kaylin Stiles Pena. Number 15, Emma Anderson. Number 19, Carson Bohonik. Number 22, Destiny Borland. Number 23, Jordan Martins. Number 34, Riley Sweetland. And number 76, Olivia Snow. Bettendorf is coached by Allison Saney. Assistant coaches are John Keith and Anna Frank. Now let's meet the starters for the Spartans of Pleasant Valley. Number 0, Maddie Huber. Number 2, Avery Brown. Number 11, Bria Martell. Number 13, Sophia Lewis. Number 23, Ariana Asadi. Number 25, Leah Pekin. Number 26, Veda Kisi. Number 28, Embria Fowler. Number 30, Jonah Jepson. Number 33, Morgan Russman. And number 35, Kenzie Sling. The head coach at Pleasant Valley is Andrew Piotr. Head assistant coaches are Tina Matheson and Jessica Van Dyke. The officials for this afternoon's match, the referee is Peter Bergram. Assistant referees are Jason McGruber and Nick Erdman. Your fourth official today is Alex Clark. Congratulations to both of these teams for qualifying for the 2024 State Soccer Tournament. Good luck, and let's play championship soccer.
You are watching the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau as sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. And Coach, as we get set to go today, and it's very important, obviously, for Pleasant Valley, the favorite in this game, to get out to a strong start, because Bettendorf, you know, with the talent that they've got on that Bettendorf squad, if you let them hang around, they are very capable of pulling the upset.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a good one today. It's also interesting to see that they faced each other this season. It looked like, Pleasant Valley Spartans were on top in that game with a, 2-1 win. But, anticipate a good one, a high energy bout with hopefully a lot of, goals and roaring from our fan base here behind us. They've been fantastic today, haven't they?
There's so many fans around the place here today. You hear the roars from the other fields as well. So Pleasant Valley will be the home team on the scoreboard. They are the 2 seed in this tournament. They've got the suppose you'd call those royal blue uniforms. They will be trying to score on the goal to our right. Bettendorf will have possession first. They are in the all whites as they get set to go here this afternoon. Our third game of the day, the 11th game third game of the day on this field. The 11th game started here today at County Soccer Park. They're able to get all the games in during the course of one day here in the quarterfinals. The wind catches that ball up in the air right away as Bettendorf goes on the attack. Bria Martell. Martell going to control things in the middle once again. Some quick dribbling, pushes it ahead. Goes through to Russman. Morgan Russman sends it towards the goal, and Russman, 43 goals on the year, an incredible number. Actually, so it says she's got 47. Those might have been the numbers before they headed to the tournament. So 47 goals on the season for Russman. Broke her own school record from a year ago, and the most of any 3A state qualifier. She's going to play at North Dakota State, a future Bison is Russman, and you will see her talents on display here this afternoon. PV pushes it through. On the far side, making a run is Martell, and picked up there by Riley Sweetland, who's got the start in goal this afternoon for Bettendorf. Once again, Russman tries to curl that one in and can't quite get enough English on it. Can't quite get the hips squared up.
Yeah, it looks like PV, Pleasant Valley, are playing a traditional 4-3-3 today. Looking for their outside wing forwards, their right-sided and left-sided forwards to kind of stretch the field and provide that width. And what that will do is it'll free up more time and space for that central midfield three to operate and dictate the game, which is good reason for passing and movements and just overall control of the speed of the game.
And that's where you'll likely find Russman hanging out in that middle spot, freeing her up for a lot of goals. The ball comes over on the side. This is Kenzie Slings who has it taken away, and now Bettendorf trying to make a run on this side with Kaylin Stiles-Pena. Pena makes a run, but she's cut off by Jepson. And back the other way goes PV, Russman, when you see her in the open field, you are going to see a very fast, athletic, talented young lady. She gets in that open field and can break away.
That's a problem for any defense. You just got to hope they're fully engaged today and they're ready at all costs to defend this type of athlete.
Ball gets tipped off of PV. Bettendorf quickly gets it back in, and PV knocks it back behind us. That's a first for the day. Haven't had a ball go over our head yet. Wondered how things would work with having all our equipment this close to the field, but we've been well protected by our ball gals and then the young man who sat in front of us during the North Scott game as well. Bettendorf working their way in the middle. Bohonik, she's going to play her college soccer at Nebraska in the Big Ten. Ooh, a lot of physical play over on the far side. Is Bettendorf going to clear it back there to Huber in goal this afternoon for PV. Contact over on the far side. Bettendorf clears it. Coming out of there with it is Peyton Markham. Pushes it ahead, and PV content to knock it out of bounds and reload things with a throw-in from Bettendorf. Early on, a couple shots from PV. Bettendorf really hasn't threatened yet. You just look at the lateral movement of some of these future D1 soccer players that are out there. It's a different level how they are able to move. And you mentioned earlier you're looking for that competitiveness as a college soccer coach, but man, some of these gals, just the way, the fluidity of which they move, you can just tell there is a difference.
Yeah, and especially at the Division I level, you know, we're being completely honest. I think what separates a Division I athlete to a Division II, even an NAIA or a junior college player, is that athletic ability, you know, initially, right? Because they're expected to step in and contribute in some cases, sometimes not always.
Here's Russman.
But, you know, from a coaching standpoint, you're looking at that player that you can develop over that 4-year span, and it's proven that it's much easier if the player is at peak athletic ability.
It makes
as
the coach,
opposed,
makes the coach look a lot better too.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes your job a little easier, and it's obviously, you know, probably a little bit more fun too, because it's just there's more leeway as far as flexibility and positioning and things you can do with that player on the field.
As PV gets her first chance at a channel corner kick today. A couple gals go up for the header, and it's knocked out of there. Big cut taken, and coming out of there for Bettendorf is Styles Pena. They push it ahead, trying to get it to Bohonik on the run out. PV setting things up as they roll through the middle with Jordan Martins. Excuse me, it's Ariana Asadi. Martins is a Bettendorf player. Ball goes out of bounds. It will head back down to the Bulldogs. Bettendorf on the run. Bohonik will stop and start. Tries to cross things through and couldn't quite connect with Styles Pena.
Yeah, Bohonik showing some good vertical play there, and unfortunate not to find a teammate on the end of that cross.
Back to the middle they go. Styles Pena going to try to distribute. Girls spread back out as they were getting condensed pretty tightly in front of the goal there. Russman knocks it out on the far side on the run out to Martell.
Excellent early ball.
And taken back.
Yeah, we can see, you know, Bettendorf would like to push a higher line, which would, you know, cause for more space for that front three to penetrate in those offensive transitional moments. Be interesting to see how this evolves, because as we know, you know, number 33, who has been a standout all season, Russman, you know, will have a lot to offer her attack today.
Avery Brown takes it out of there, a battle for the ball, but Styles Pena comes away with it for BV and then quickly has it taken back by Jepson. They have a body around Russman all the time, and sometimes it doesn't matter. Bettendorf pushes it ahead, going to try to get the run for Styles Pena, but back there on defense making the play is Ambria Fowler for PV. It'll be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Styles Pena tries to knock it back in. They knock it out. Now PV going to try to set things up, but Bettendorf pressuring things, and there's a foul. And actually, that's going to interesting. I'm surprised he stopped that there, because it looked like PV had a chance to go on the run, and they usually let that play through if there's an advantage for the team that was fouled. So free kick coming here for Sophia Lewis. Long kick, works its way through Russman in some open field, tries to distribute it, and the kick goes over the top for Martell. Ball down on the far side. Bettendorf out of bounds. PV will have another chance for a throw in. 10 minutes into this one, scoreless between number 2 Pleasant Valley and number 7 Bettendorf. Bulldogs push it ahead. It goes off of PV out of bounds. It will be an advancement there on the throw in, and Bettendorf will have another chance. And then it goes out of bounds. It'll be PV ball. Back and forth we go. Ball comes out now for Bettendorf. That's going to be Bohonik looking to make a play. She cuts through the defense. Back to the middle she goes and puts it into the goal. Carson Bohonik. What an individual effort from the future Nebraska Cornhusker.
Great goal there from Bohonik.
Check out the replay here as Bohonik just weaved through that defense. And you talk about being able to move at another level. Look at that move, the crossover into the left foot.
Yeah, the coordination there with that speed of the dribble that she showed there was at a higher level that we've probably seen consistently today, from start to finish. Just showing the quality she can bring to the field. Great goal.
She is all over the place right now, is Bohonik, to give Bettendorf the 1-0 lead as they try to get things ahead now. PV on the run.
So it looks like Bettendorf have dropped into kind of a sweeper transition once they lose the ball, to kind of give a little bit more space to cover for Russman. When she looks to penetrate in behind. Interesting to see them kind of having this huge gap in the midfield, because they are stepping up quite relatively high, but there is quite a gap when they do that. So I'm interested to see if that's exploited today or not. But overall, really good start.
Now Bettendorf on the far side again. Physicality that we've seen in all the games that we watched so far here today. Well on display here. And coming out of there to grab the ball is Sweetland. A windy, sun-drenched day here on the south side of Des Moines. Our final games of the day. Got here early this morning. For a soccer lover's dream, you get 12 games of high-level soccer you can watch all day long here. Kelsey Smith cycles through, tries to connect in the middle. She does with Peyton Markham. Bettendorf has been the aggressor so far in this one. Big collision at center field, and just like that, ability to get it ahead to Russman, and she can distribute. Look out for Russman as she tries to work her way around and knocked out of there. Nice job by Jordan Martins.
Yeah, Martins playing very deep, kind of embracing that sweeper role today, and just curious about how the gap in the midfield will progress and evolve in this game. But overall, they've started really well.
When you talk about the gap, you're talking about the defensive gap right now?
So if we're watching now, we'll see them step up into that final third, and then we'll see that defensive line stay,
gotcha.
Right?
I see what you're
So
talking. Yep.
what happens is there's a huge opening, that can be exploited,
yep.
With the right movement and positioning from this PV team. So, hopefully the coach is taking notice of this, and that's something that he could certainly capitalize on, into that second half.
Once again, you got in the middle, ball up in the air, and a big save there made by Maddie Huber. As Bohonik was trying to loft the ball over the top and connect with Styles Pena. Couple substitutions. Now brought to you by IMT Insurance. This is IMT-INS.com. Checking into the game for the Spartans is Riley Mueller. Senior with 3 goals on the year. Maddie Huber gets that one up in the air, and that ball carries a long ways. Pops up over the defense. Quick run out for Russman, and it's knocked out of there. Bettendorf has her mark so far. Really like the motion of the offense that Bettendorf is using right now. Very physical play. The referee says play on. It goes out of bounds, and it will be PV ball.
It's your blue collar, roll up the sleeve soccer, you know, and sometimes that's what it takes to get to the final phases of a tournament.
PV, actually that was called a foul, so PV takes the kick. And in a battle for the ball, Bettendorf slides through with it. Bulldogs get it ahead, good touch. Trying to slide it through. They cross through to Bohonik, and there's a foul called back here. And it will be Bettendorf free kick from right at the edge of the circle.
Yeah, just showing, you know, with this game plan that they've set out today, their reliance on Bohonik to kind of carry the team offensively. You know, they're happy to attack with 2 and 3, you know, with the majority of the time. And that's just a huge credit to, you know, the production that this offensive group has, you know, put together.
Ball lofted over the top by Markham, and it is knocked out of there momentarily. Bohonik comes and wheels around and puts it just over top of the goal. Halfway through the game over in the 1-8 matchup, and Waukee Northwest leads Ankeny Centennial 1-0. Valley and Linn-Mar still scoreless, as is Ankeny on the field beside us. Ankeny is taking on Waukee. So 2 of the newest schools in the state. Splits, you have both Ankeny and Centennial here, and you have both Waukee and Waukee Northwest here. A couple soccer crazed towns. PV tries to put it through. Bettendorf on the back end and knocked out of there by Addison Wolfel. Excuse me, Olivia Snow.
Yeah, dangerous ball into the box. You know, sometimes balls like that are great passes because they just create confusion, you know, amongst that defensive line and can result in some good opportunities on goal.
So we've got a corner kick brought to you by Channel. Channel.com/rise. Ball sent in the middle. Russman sliced through and couldn't quite get to it. PV going to try to set things up again. Back to the corner they go once again, and the save made, mishandled momentarily by Sweetland, but she was able to get a hand on it and eventually corral it in. Good touch there to get it to the middle. Allow Bettendorf to set things up. Running it through with Markham. Markham pushes ahead. Look out. Once again. Oh, and the tripping from behind. No call made as the ball is knocked out. And there was nothing called as Bohonik was in the open field.
Yeah, it was a great run from Bohonik.
See the replay here.
You know, for those young forwards at home, excellent job starting on the blind side of her defensive opponent's shoulder and then curving that run centrally towards goal. Excellent movement off the ball.
Some nice touches offensively from Bettendorf early on in this one. Helps when you've got a player as explosive as Bohonik that you can weight that ball over the top to. PV with Martell. We try to set things again now. This could be trouble for PV. Bettendorf pushes it ahead. Again, they loft over the top. What a perfect pass it was to Bohonik, but the ball comes through and is knocked out of bounds. You cannot place a ball any better than that. She dropped that in the bucket from 20 yards away.
Yeah, it looked like that grass just kind of absorbed the bounce there, you know, on a turf field. That might have had a little bit more kick to it for Bohonik to use her, you know, speed and power to attack.
Ball rolls out of bounds. It will be a throw in for PV. I have to remember tomorrow when we're back here calling the boys' games to bring a paperweight with me if it's as breezy tomorrow as it is today. Or some duct tape anyway. PV on the run through the middle, and Markham can't connect. And it looks like we've got a goal scored by Ankeny over on the field to our north. They've taken a 1-0 lead over Waukee. Ball tossed over the top. There you see the explosiveness of Russman. Russman now in the open field. Works her way through, cut off, and Russman puts it across and cannot quite connect on the far side. Great individual effort, but they were just not quite able to connect on that pass. Look at the moves by Morgan Russman.
That's a great ball across the face of the goal.
Just missed wide left on the header.
Really unfortunate on that one.
So the goal kick up into that wind for Bettendorf. Around to the far side, back to the middle they go. Once again, they come through, and again, coming up to make a big defensive play for the Bulldogs is Jordan Martins. Bettendorf now making a run. Nice move by Styles Pena. Styles Pena back to the middle. Good decision. Setting things up. They tried to connect in the middle and a little bit too far out in front for Bohonik. And there will be a free kick on the far side for PV. Halfway through the first half, Bettendorf with a goal from Carson Bohonik. Just a junior. 41 goals this year. Well, 42 now.
Yeah, she's been very dangerous today. She's definitely showed a lot of versatility to affect the game in a few different ways. Directly with her sheer speed and power, and also on the dribble. Fun player to watch.
Here's a kick placed in the middle and coming out, and the ball's free, open in there, and the ball is kicked out of there. Wow, I did not see who made the play for Bettendorf, but that ball was rolling its way into the goal after they had Sweetland coming out. And we'll see here on the replay, that ball was sitting out in front of the goal. And I think it was Kelsey Smith that knocked it out of there. Corner kick coming in from Channel. A little bit too far in, and there's the header that goes in for Pleasant Valley, the equalizer.
This is a great goal here. Finds that back post, uncontested header, puts it in the back of the net, 1-1.
Ambria Fowler puts it in and ties this thing up with 18:05 to go in the first period. That corner kick was so perfectly placed. I've been so impressed by the passing of both these teams so far. We just haven't seen that yet today, the control that they've both been able to play with offensively. Now Bettendorf on the run once again. Sneaking it through. This is Markham, and can't quite convert. Fun game, fast-paced. Goal kick comes up. I love the use of the body there from Russman. Shields off the defender. Knocked out. Russman open there once again. Working their way through Martell. And that one is sent over the top by Pekin.
Some good ball movement there by PV. Found the open man on the left side. Unfortunate there to be leaning back on that shot. Went a little too high, but some good moments.
Off the goal kick, see Bohonik trying to shield off the defender. Nice move up top from Lewis. And they push it ahead, but quickly taken back by the Bulldogs. Now Bettendorf. Stop and start move by Markham. Pushes it across the field. Styles Pena. Styles Pena wheels up and shoots it just wide left. Did not miss by much.
Yeah, Pena, she's showing that power and pace that she brings to the field. She plays with a lot of tenacity, and good to see that she's got an eye and hunger to take a shot from distance.
Jepson passes over on the far side as they try to work their offense through Aaron McMahon, who's now in the game. PV pushes it ahead, all the way back on the other end. Russman tried to sneak behind the defense, couldn't quite do it, and then Bettendorf takes it out of there. Great control by the Bulldogs, working their way through once again. Styles Pena down the middle of the field. Pena, one defender to beat, goes to her left foot, puts it across, and into the goal for Styles Pena! What an individual effort for Kaylin Styles Pena. Look at this move as she beats the final defender and goes to the left foot.
Showing that drive, showing that pace, showing that desire. Fantastic goal from this young freshman, Styles Pena.
That is her 9th goal of the season. Love the move, going to the left foot and then pulling it back across the body to score in the corner of the goal. Man, we have seen some fun soccer so far. She's got a chance again in the open field. Passes it off to Bohonik. Bohonik shoots in and just goes off the block. And that'll be another channel corner kick for Bettendorf. Boy, Bettendorf does not look like they are the 7th seed in this one so far. They have been attacking from the very beginning.
They're playing with no fear, and it's great to watch. It's only going to promote a better game from a spectator side of the table, but, that's what it's going to take. If they want to advance, they're going to have that mentality.
Here's the corner kick. A little bit too far out as it's headed back towards the goal. Big battle there, but coming out of it, they're going to clear it back to the edge once again. Like that idea, sets things back up. For Bettendorf, back to the middle they go, up in the air, off the head, and up in the air to get it is Maddie Huber. Bettendorf attacking. Right now, this is, I don't know who that is. We don't have oh, we do. There we go, at the bottom. Addison Wolfel on the roster. Battle in there once again. Bohonik tried to wheel around, couldn't quite do it. PV tries to clear it, but Bettendorf first to the ball once again. Lofts it over the top to Smith. Smith back to the middle. Styles Pena has it taken away from her, but quickly back to Bohonik. Styles Pena wheels up to the right foot, over the top, and no good.
Excellent combination with Bohonik and Pena there. You can see they really have a good understanding of each other and how to move to support when one has possession.
Level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central's students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. PV has not been able to mount much of an offensive attack, although watching them earlier, Styles Pena again, the crossover, gets it knocked out, but PV plays good defense and then in a hiccup can score with Russman, and I saw it a lot earlier this season with the Spartans. Big battle for the ball. Russman gets it knocked away from her, and then great ball control. PV Bettendorf passes it out the side to Smith. Smith the crosser, and just a little bit too much on it. Has the ball with a lot of English on it. It's going to, on a turf field, that ball rolls out of bounds, but here on the grass it stays in. Bettendorf going to cycle things back through. Ball in the battle, won by Wolfel. And they're trying to get it ahead to Styles Pena, and the ball rolls through, and Huber comes up and makes the stop. "12 minutes to go in the first half. A couple PV goals. Bohonik, Styles Pena.
It's been a tennis match. It really hasn't slowed down whatsoever. You know, from back to front, it seems like either one team is defending, you know, in any given moment. So, be interesting to see if this can sustain, because this is a very high intensity of a game we're watching right now.
Yeah, what's the conditioning going to be like? Although at this stage of the year and you've got beautiful weather, some of these gals probably feel like they could play forever today.
And they might be able to, but the question is, will those legs be able to give that same energy come Thursday?
PV now on the run out. Nice job on the defense by Bettendorf. Then what a move there. Nice job by Aaron McMahon to clear it. Gets it ahead. Russman up the right side. Bettendorf, I like the defensive angles they played her with, trying to keep her out of the middle of the field.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
The save made by Sweetland.
They're looking to water off to the outsides, force her to make those crosses, across the face of the goal. And, so far, so good, in the sense of not really allowing her to have the impact that she can have.
Everybody's on sides for Bettendorf as they make a run with Bohonik. Bohonik, they've got a 2-on-1. If she can get in the middle, she wants to get it to Styles Pena.
Way to work, Carson!
And that's going to be an indirect. Bohonik is a little shaken up down there on the far side. But that's going to be a chance for a free kick for Bettendorf down in the corner. So just a little bit closer than a normal free kick or a normal corner kick.
Make it hurt.
Opportunity for a set piece here from Bettendorf. Ball lofted, and right in the middle it goes, and just over top, couldn't quite connect. Big opportunity there for the Bulldogs. See once again here during the IMT insurance substitution, and just not quite able to put it through with the left foot. Bettendorf has been chipping away at this PV defense, has been able to crack it a couple times. Big physical play there as they're going to cycle things through. Nice ball to the middle of the field. Ooh, a lot of contact there in the middle. And that'll be another opportunity for a free kick, as coming out there was Fowler with a lot of contact, and now Bettendorf will have a chance for a free kick and another set piece. And this is one where you look at things maybe being, this is about the right distance. Earlier we saw one from just right at that line, and it was really too close. There was no angle, no space to operate. This is a good distance here for Bettendorf with Peyton Markham taking the shot. And they have cleared everything out over to the right side, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper, Maddie Huber, right now with this shot from Markham. Markham takes a direct shot, and it was trying to bend it and did not get the spin on it that she wanted to get. Had the right idea to try to go around that wall and bend it in, bend it back in, but was not able to get that spin on the ball that you'd love to get.
Yeah, and for those watching at home, the younger players at home, it's that balance, it's that body positioning as you're making contact with the ball. So important to get your shoulders over the ball when you're making that contact, while driving that knee upwards and landing on that kicking foot.
Check out the ball handling on the far side by Bohonik. She'll have a chance for a throw in here.
And back to kind of the conversation we had earlier about Bohonik being a Division I player. It's not just because she's a pure athlete, right? She's showing the ability to play, in tight spaces, ward off defenders, combined with, nearby players in support, linking up with players on either side of the field, moving intelligently off the ball. I mean, these are the things that you need to play at that level. It's not just being able to be a track runner.
And she shows the strength of her left foot, although the stop made by Huber. And the official gets drilled. He says, my bad, and they're going to restart things and let Bettendorf have the free kick back here. Right in the jugular. He apologizes. I don't know how those guys do it. They are in the middle of balls getting rifled at them from all over the place. There's an art to it, that's for sure. And the ball just caught the hand there of Riley Muller. And this will be another chance for a little set piece from the Bulldogs. So Peyton Markham will take this one. Markham lofts it over the defense. Too far out to knock in any headers from that distance. Is quickly coming through from the offensive end is Russman for PV. She pushes it ahead, tries to connect down the middle with Moeller, can't quite do it. There's a battle for it once again, taken out of there by Moeller. This is Russman where she's dangerous. Russman, what a move, and pushes it through and pulls it just wide left. Russman made an incredible move 15 yards out and couldn't quite finish.
Yeah, excellent change of pace there on the dribble. If we look back here, she had her head down when she made contact with the ball, right? She should have picked her head up there and just taken a breath and just slotted that one into the corner that she was, hoping for.
I think she had a lot more empty space in front of her than she
absolutely
realized. A lot of times you'll see the goalie come out and charge that. Sweetland decided to stay back and might have even thrown her off guard a little bit. And that ball will go back to PV. Quick throw in for the Trojans, the Spartans, excuse me. And now quickly for PV, this is Joanna Jepson. Bettendorf. They're going to try to send things down the field to Styles Pena. And that ball will roll out of bounds. Off the throw in, Bohonik. Nice defense over there by PV. Styles Pena is tripped up, and another chance. You might like this angle a lot better if you're Bettendorf. You open up a couple opportunities for working that far side of the field. It's a great angle for to attack or to loft it over the top to one of your teammates. So taking the kick is going to be Peyton Markham. And they've backed up everybody, creating a lot of empty space in front of that goal. Markham lofts it over the top, and off the header, Bohonik, it goes out of bounds, and it is going to be a corner kick. Last touch by PV, another channel corner kick. Immediately, hands went up in the air by Bettendorf asking for a touch, and it was granted. So 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Bettendorf trying to add to their 2-1 lead. Left-footed corner kick comes out, really no threat off the direct kick. Then Styles Pena wheels around, and that's deflected out of there. Battle for the ball up front. Russman wheels around, yep. Little stutter move, she finds herself in some open space. Bettendorf defender sprinting back to the middle of the field. Russman wheels through, and the ball's knocked up over top of the goal.
Well, you can see why Bettendorf are playing with such a deep line sweeper today, because every time Russman has touched that ball, she's been an absolute threat. And, interesting to see now how will incorporate her into this second half with this, tactic that Bettendorf have put in place.
We have seen in the lower level games, the two that we've called today, we've seen 2 goals scored in the last minute of the first half. Will we get a third here today? Is some interesting opportunities that still arise. You got to finish out the half. Bettendorf, though, on the offensive end. And that will be a goal kick. Is a big collision down there on the edge, and we're going to take a timeout and stop the clock as both Bettendorf and Pleasant Valley players were down. As the trainers come in, and I'm not sure who is down back there for PV, but she's in some pain. We're going to take a quick break and see what is wrong and be back with a final minute 50 of this first half. Right after this, this is the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the Bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go! Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca.
Here looking down there at Vida Giese, I believe is who that is. Still not exactly sure what happened as she walks off. Looks like there might have been some upper body contact. Regardless, she was in a lot of pain when she went down. Minute 50 to go in this first half. Maddie Huber will kick things off here for PV. So Bettendorf will take the throw in here. That is Kelsey Smith, the sophomore. Some nice young talent here for Bettendorf. And then oh man, a big save there. I think Huber didn't realize it was going to get through and her hands went up at the very last second. Another huge attack from Kaylin Stiles Pena.
Yeah, Pena struck it really well there. As you can see, does a nice job. Drops the shoulder, hits the center of the ball there. Well, that was firing towards goal.
Another channel corner kick. Bettendorf rolls it through and charging in there, trying to convert the header was Bohonik. And Huber again with a save.
No turn, no turn.
Ball rolls over the top. You notice they had someone marked on Russman on both the front and behind her. Not going to allow her to make that play off the long kick. And another opportunity here with 30 seconds to go for a set piece from Bettendorf. They might want to hurry somebody over there. They get it set up right now with Peyton Markham. She's got 15 seconds. Markham pushes it through and wheeling through and a goal! Right at the very end of the half. Is that Mackenzie Schaefer? See, is that number 4? It is. Number 4, Mackenzie Schaefer, for the third time today that we've seen a goal in the last minute of the half. and Bettendorf has taken a 3-1 lead. She just wheeled right around and knocked it in.
Yeah, it was a deft touch there from Schaefer. Great goal. And what a time to score with less than 8 seconds left on the clock.
They were hurrying to try to get that free kick in right here at the very end. And Bettendorf, upset-minded Bulldogs, are going to head into the halftime break, leading number 2 Pleasant Valley 3-1. An impressive showing from the Bulldogs so far. 3 different gals scoring goals for the Bulldogs, very spread out. You know, we talk about who the offense goes through, but man, they've had several different gals step up, including some great goalkeeping play by Riley Sweetland there, the sophomore on the back end. So we're going to take a break and come back with our halftime analysis, talk a little bit about what went on, talk a little bit about what we expect to see in the second half. We'll be back right after this on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the Bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
So a couple upset-minded teams right now here. The Bettendorf Bulldogs, the 7 seed overall, leading Pleasant Valley 3-1 here at halftime. And we just saw the score over on the other field. Number 1, Waukee Northwest is trailing Ankeny Centennial 2-1 with 20 minutes left in that one. And Coach, we were talking off the air at this break, just the setup right now of how the shape that Pleasant Valley is taking right now is really not allowed them to maximize what they've got out there with Russman. They've got to move her around a little bit or adjust to some of their midfielders or how they've got that opening.
Yeah, a big credit to, Bettendorf, kind of giving the respect to Russman and playing at that deeper sweeper line. And, you know, also kind of being honest with being forward in their play, right? If you've watched the first half, they've really looked to be direct as possible, play into that third line, that final line of their attack, and really stretch, the PV defense that way, as opposed to perhaps maybe playing that short combination through the midfield and then looking to break open and exploit the space. So they've been very efficient at that, but where they've really, I think, had the most success in those second ball bouts, right? So when those balls have been played into that third line, they've had the numbers there to support that second ball, where they can still maintain that, momentum and control of the attack. So a huge credit on their side. I would say they're hustling it's their last game of the season, and you can't beat that. It doesn't really matter always how pretty you are on the field. It's that heart, it's that vigor that you show collectively, and they've shown it. And then on the PV side, they've had some great moments where, they've been able to find Russman, and she's been isolated. The question now is can she get more support when she gets into those areas where she can really exploit and create, havoc for that Bettendorf defense.
Great insight, and that's why we've got Coach Kane from Iowa Lakes Community College with us here today. He can let us know what we're looking at out there on the field. Right now, we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state soccer tournament. Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why they're the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing girls state soccer tournament. They believe that by investing in our youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Earlier this week, the IGHSAU had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and student athletes across the state.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
Soccer, boys soccer. And it looks like we're coming out early out of the break, so we'll get things started here in the second half. PV will switch directions, and they will be now going into this 20-mile-an-hour breeze out of the left side of your screen as they try to score over there. Bettendorf will now have the win at their back along with a 3-1 lead. Trying to sneak through on the right side, trying to get the ball through to Peyton Markham. And now Bettendorf with another opportunity here for another free kick where they've taken advantage of those opportunities so far here today.
Yeah, we got to give them a lot of credit. They haven't really missed the goal, you know, as much as we might have seen earlier on today. So they're taking full advantage at the moment.
Alma Gonzalez-Hayes puts one up and just a little bit past the sprinting in Carson Bohonik. PV set up for another goal kick. The wind has definitely picked up here in this second half as we were expecting it to this afternoon, maybe a little bit later than what we were expecting it to, but always a factor here in Iowa, especially in a wide open place like County. Leah Pekin setting things up right now for PV as she tries to set one through to the middle, nicely weighted into the middle for Martell, and then Martell has it taken away. Bettendorf clinging on to the most dangerous lead in soccer, that 2-goal lead. But I suppose you'd rather be the team that has the 2-goal lead than the team that's behind by 2. A lot of physical play as Russman goes after it on the ground. They have kept her in check today. The Bulldogs have so far. Sprinting in there, man, Bohonik just is shot out of a cannon, comes in there. And Bettendorf now going to cycle things back through on the other side as they bring it over here on the near side to Emma Anderson. Big foot put into it there by Olivia Snow. And more battling for the ball. And it goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Bettendorf. Snow takes a throw-in quickly to Bohonik as she wheels her way back to the middle of the field. Bohonik on the move, makes a quick cut, and then it's knocked out of there by Ambria Fowler. When you see Bohonik have a little bit of space, it just gets exciting to watch her handle the ball.
We need players like this every time we watch the game. They bring that excitement, you know, they bring that creativity, and they also bring goals, which obviously makes the game more entertaining.
And that ball is going to be off of PV, so another opportunity for another channel corner kick for Bettendorf. We've already seen one number 1 seed go down today in Class 1A. Will we see a second? As right now Ankeny Centennial, the 8 seed, with about 12 minutes to go, leads Waukee Northwest, the 1 seed, 2-1. On our other fields right now, Ankeny leading Waukee 1-0 at halftime. And we've already had a 2-7 upset as well on this very field just before this today. And Bettendorf trying to provide our second as they lead at Pleasant Valley 3-1. Pleasant Valley on the run out. Jepson pushes it ahead, but right there every time is Bettendorf. That Bettendorf defense has been outstanding so far today. A lot in part right now to Jordan Martin. She has just been wherever that ball is in the offensive zone, she's been there to knock it away. PV this time trying to push things through Ariana Asadi. And PV working their way back to the middle. They were saying it was out of bounds over here the entire time. PV not able to score a huge pileup. This guy's been staying out of bounds back here for a long time. And he says it's Bettendorf ball. And the goalkeeper appears to be shaken up for the Bulldogs. It's Riley Sweetland, who's been very, very good. But she is banged up after a pileup. But back here, the ball had been out of bounds, and the side judge here was trying to get everybody's attention. It appears that Sweetland will be okay. So Bettendorf will have the ball quite a ways back down the field. As we'll get set to go now, just over 35 minutes to go in this one. And Bettendorf can't control it. It goes out of bounds. Quickly in there is PV. Russman trying to distribute down on the corner. Back to the middle they go, and right there to get it, knock it out of there once again is Bettendorf, and another save made by Sweetland. Olivia Snow a little banged up now. Already got a heavily taped right leg. Looks like she might have got a Charlie horse on that one as she tries to rub it out. These fields are just immaculate right now. As they push it through, you don't notice many girls slipping with all the rain we've had in central Iowa over the last 2 weeks. And these fields are just perfect.
Yeah, you can see that they've drained well, over the last few days. And certainly great to see that, these girls have a fantastic playing service to play on today. In a state tournament like this, with a beautiful day that we have, it just makes the occasion that much better.
Little battle for the ball. Quick move pulled out of there by Aaron McMahon. And then they still battle. No one's really gone anywhere with it. And then PV comes out of there. Quickly ahead with it for Pleasant Valley. That's Bria Martell. Back to the middle they go, and it sneaks out the back part of the pitch, and that'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, Martell and Jepson, the two PV central midfielders are going to really have to impose themselves on this game and kind of take off some of the pressure on Russman to deliver offensively. The way they could potentially do that is by, when that ball is played into Russman, showing that vertical support, showing that nearby support, where they can create some combinations and then really create some opportunities in front of goal.
And now another chance for a free kick for Bettendorf. This will be Peyton Markham taking another free kick from about 30 yards out. Markham puts it over top of the goal and a little bit wide right. Huge foot there from Peyton Markham. Ball lofted over the top. Battle for it. Once again stepping in is Snow. Snow has been all over, so physical. That time they called her for a foul. Pleasant Valley wanted to get going too quick. Has a big smile there from Bria Martell as she knew she was just trying to get moving and catch Bettendorf off guard. Now they'll get the kick from Sophia Lewis. And now with 6 minutes to go in the 1-8 game, Centennial and Waukee Northwest are tied at 2. Big finish coming up there on the other field. This is Bohonik. She works her way down the field. Quick stop and go move. She weaves through the defense, goes back to her left foot and goes off the side of the goalpost. I'm not sure how she missed that. It looks like it went off the interior of the goal.
Excellent run there from Bohonik. Changing gears on the dribble, getting her head up for that final shot, and really unfortunate here.
You'll see the replay. She went to the left foot, crossed it through, and somehow did not get that one to go in. The mechanics of that one, I'm not sure how that didn't work its way into the goal. She went to the left foot across the body and somehow went wide right. 10 minutes into our second half here with Bettendorf holding on to this 3-1 lead. Bettendorf making a run with Bohonik once again. She's tripped up on the far side, and that will be another free kick for the Bulldogs. They've had a lot of them today. So Bettendorf sets things up over on the far side. I believe that's Markham once again. And it's basically a corner kick for the Bulldogs. Lofts that one up over the top, and that goes off the side and out of bounds. They're going to say another corner kick, another channel corner kick for the Bulldogs. So they set things up once again. Gets a little more air underneath this one, and that is out the back of the pitch, and it'll be a goal kick for Pleasant Valley. So now PV takes that into that stiff breeze. Markham wheels around. Bettendorf with some open space. Try to get it ahead to Bohonik in the middle. The header is knocked out of there. Good job by PV, and that is going to be a free kick for PV. I believe it was Ariana Asadi that came in and headed that ball out of there when it looked like Bohonik was going to have a shot to go after it. Long kick. PV wheels around. Little run here. Russman can't get through. Now she's got it back. Russman, very dynamic player, wheels back to the middle, goes to the left foot, but too many bodies by Bettendorf. They've got her surrounded. And that is going to be a corner kick, though, for PV. So PV set up once again to take the corner. On the far side, it looks like Bria Martell will be taking it by binoculars to see that 50-plus yards across the field. Martell with the left foot, puts it in. The header is right there in the middle once again and cleared out of there by Bohonik. The ball sat dangerously in front of that PV goal. And now the ball's kicked out of bounds. It will be PV ball. But look at that. Just crazy as the ball sat perilously in front of that goal.
Yeah, good effort from PV. You know, still showing that fight to try and get back in this game. That's what we want to see right now, especially with 26 minutes, left on the clock. You're really going to need that goal now to kind of build some further momentum and tie this up.
PV with a foul, and Bettendorf quickly puts it back into play as they push it ahead. Bettendorf, Asadi for PV, and it is out of bounds. And that'll be PV ball. Paloma Elvira with the touch. And she's got it back to the middle with Bohonik once again. Bohonik in the open field. Sneaks that one through. Gets it in there to Styles Pena. Paloma Elvira can't quite connect, and it's knocked out of there, and that'll be a throw-in for Bettendorf.
That was a great challenge there. Arguably a game-saving challenge. Putting a body there on the line and just diving in front of the ball to prevent that shot from hitting the goal.
Bohonik tries to spin, and she's got a defender waiting there immediately. Addison Bentley was right there to greet her as she tried to turn to her right. And then the ball is going to go off the hand of PV. And here another chance for Bettendorf to have a set piece and make a threat on the goal. And that one rolls out the back of the pitch as well. So PV trying to figure out a way to challenge here and create some offensive opportunities with 24 minutes to go. Long kick, knocked through. Martell battles for it, gets it ahead to Russman, and it's knocked out of there once again with that defensive line back there of Bettendorf. And now it'll be Bettendorf with another free kick, a goal kick. Ball in the middle, Russman slices through, makes the turn to the left side, goes back to her left foot, and another big save made by Riley Sweetland. The ability of some of these top players to shoot with both feet, as you see the replay here, is remarkable, really.
Well, it just adds more goals to their tally at the end of the year. If we're being honest, you know, the players of a Russman caliber, she's going to find herself in all different angles in front of that goal throughout the year. So the more comfortable she is with her left, as she is with her right, the better the outcome will be.
Looks like Centennial and Waukee Northwest are heading to overtime in the 1-8 game. Waukee Northwest had a direct kick just outside the penalty box with 10 seconds left that went right over the goal, so they're headed to extra time. Here Bettendorf still clinging to their 3-1 halftime lead as that ball goes over the top and out the back of the pitch, and another goal kick.
You know, PV still battling. You know, they're showing that fight you would need and expect. You know, when watching a team with 2 goals down, and you know, they look like, you know, they're nearing a potential goal. But let's see what the future unfolds.
And there's going to be a handball on PV and another free kick for Bettendorf. Long kick in, the header comes out of there. Markham back to PV. PV on the attack. They push it down the side. They're going to get it out there for Russman. Russman going to try to turn that corner. She's defended pretty well over there on the far side by Avery Williams. Avery has had her number all day long.
Yeah, Williams has done a fantastic job. She really hasn't taken her foot off the gas. She's been fully engaged with that man marking responsibility today.
As they look over things, it'll be a corner kick, the channel corner kick. Martell sends it into the middle, and it is going to be saved down there right in front of the goal. Once again, Riley Sweetland throwing her body around down there and keeps the ball out of the goal once again. Sweetland takes the big kick to the middle, gets a nice friendly Bettendorf roll. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds. That will be a throw in for PV. Martell knocked out of bounds. Another throw in for the Spartans. Back to the middle. No one really knew who was going after the ball, and coming out to get it was Addison Bentley, the freshman. And now they cycle through. Going to try to let Russman get it. Now going to set things up over here with Asadi. Asadi making a run. Changes places with Pekin, and that'll be a corner kick for PV. So PV starting to create some more opportunities here late in the second half. Can't see down there who's taking this corner kick right now for PV. Lofted over the top and headed out of there by Bettendorf nicely. Then another chance, and Bettendorf's right there again, and on the flipping of the field, Bettendorf in transition. This is Styles Pena, and she's tripped up from behind. And a big kick comes off, and that's going to be Sweetland coming out to get it once again. 19 minutes to play with Bettendorf trying to pull the upset. 3 first half goals. Big run there, big collision. Referee says play on. Bettendorf comes out with it. Back to the middle as Pekin's going to come up and try to make a play. Pekin trying to make a run. Out here to Asadi. No, Pekin goes and takes it herself. Pekin back to the middle, but waiting right there for it. Bettendorf's defense has just been a step ahead so far. Pekin lobs that one through, and coming in with it, Martell, and she can't connect. And that one's knocked out of there. It'll be a throw in for PV, but that defense has just been a step ahead all afternoon so far of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they've been engaged, and they really haven't switched off, and they're, they're paying the price for being in the lead right now, and hopefully it's paid off at the end of this game, because they've performed tremendously well. But it's also good to see this PV team, showing, some momentum now to get themselves back in the game. They've had probably the better of the play the last 10 minutes, and hopefully they can connect in front of goal and make this even more of an interesting game.
So off the throw in, Bettendorf trying to work things back to the middle. Haven't seen as much of Bahonik controlling the ball in the second half. Pekin, though, goes to the left foot, but once again, just kind of shadowing everything back there for Bettendorf is Jordan Martins. She's just kind of been wherever the ball's been. Martins has been right there between the ball and the goal.
Yeah, Martins and Williams, their combination back there has been second to none. Working really well together as a tandem.
Weave things back through. They put the ball up. We'll try to get a little backspin on it to let Bahonik make a run at the goal. She couldn't quite do it.
Go get it, run through it.
Big battle for the ball. Asadi comes out of there with it for PV. Nice move by Asadi to cross it over, getting it ahead to Bentley. Bentley pushes things ahead, tries to go off the back of Snow, and then just like that, Bettendorf's got control. Bettendorf to the middle. Nice move there by Bahonik. Bahonik bodied up, though, and pushed out of there. And they're going to say Bahonik was pushing Sophia Lewis in the back. As the wind picks up once again. So free kick now for Sophia Lewis. Ball controlled out there. Just like that, Styles Pena tries to control things. Everybody on side for Bettendorf. She tried to sneak it through on the near side to Haley Engels. Slide tackle out of bounds. That will be a throw in for Pleasant Valley. And we've got a substitution coming in, another IMT insurance substitution. Approach the 15-minute mark of the second half. Bettendorf's defense is holding. Still 1-0 Ankeny over Waukee, and the winner of this game will play the winner of that game on Thursday afternoon. Valley was 2-0 winners over Linmar. And Centennial and Waukee Northwest have 6 minutes left in their first overtime. Tied at 2. Bettendorf still clinging to this 3-1 lead, trying to pull off the second 2-7 upset we've seen today on this field. The ball is out of bounds, will be a throw in for PV. Ball sent to the middle, knocked out of there. That defensive PV is bent a lot of times, but has not broke yet today. Big battle there, and as I say that, just wide left is Russman, and they've kept her in check so much throughout the course of today. We've seen flashes of what she can do as you see the replay here.
Yeah, this is a great turn with her back to goal. Excellent job. Excellent job showing that awareness with her back to goal and being able to get that first time shot off, off the turn there. Just unfortunate not to, hit the target.
Things wheel around, and nice job by Sweetley once again. Huge save as they had Russman in the open field, and Bettendorf clears it, pushing it up in front of us. They get it ahead to Bohonik. Bohonik turns the corner. It's 1-on-none for Bohonik. She dribbles it all the way in and goes to the left foot. It's knocked out of there. Another opportunity, and again it's knocked out. A couple of huge chances for Bettendorf to put the nail in the coffin, and they couldn't quite do it.
Again, a great run from Bohonik. Pena unlucky not to get the finish there, but great keeping on both fronts. Both sides there, keepers really stepping up and making huge saves.
And now we've got an injury over on the far side for Bettendorf. Can't see who it is over there. Holding her left leg.
Yeah, it looks like Pena.
Kaylin Styles Pena.
Yeah, it looks like Pena may have fallen awkwardly on her left knee. It looks like. That's never an easy one. Never an easy one.
As she works her way off the field. And it looks like we are going to have a free kick for Bettendorf over on the far side. And I think that's going to be Markham takes it. Basically, again, a set-piece corner kick. With 12:57 to go in this one. Ball goes in and headed just over the top as Bohonik wanted that one back. And it is knocked out of bounds over on the far side, and that'll be a throw-in for Bettendorf. Bettendorf on the attack once again. Bohonik finds herself in some open field, goes across into the back of the net. What a shot from 20 yards out by Carson Bohonik.
Doesn't get no better than this, folks. It doesn't get any better than this. What a finish. No goalkeeper in this tournament is making a save with that shot. Excellent job. She's been absolutely outstanding today, and if this Bettendorf side can hold on to this lead, I mean, wow, any defenders are going to have a tough time ahead with a player of this caliber.
The leg strength of her to put that in as she's fading away from it to put it back into the corner of the goal, and that is why Carson Bohonik is going to be a Big Ten soccer player at the University of Nebraska. PV now has a huge task in front of them, trailing 4-1 with under 12 minutes to play. PV now on the far side, trying to sneak things up the right side. Crossover back to the middle, and it's knocked out of there once again. And we talk about Bohonik and what that offense of putting up 4 goals for Bettendorf has done today, but how about that defensive backfield of Bettendorf? It's been over and over again.
Yeah, it's been a consistent collective effort on both sides of the ball, defensively, and then also when they've had their moments to break and attack. They've really had no mercy. They've really taken their chances and really punished the defense of Pleasant Valley today.
Once again, Bettendorf trying to make a little run. Markham gets tripped up. Referee says play on. Ball's taken back out of there by Engels. And now PV tried to get it ahead. And Ankeny still clinging to a 1-0 lead now with 17 minutes to go in their game. It's looking increasingly likely that Bettendorf will be playing the winner of that game. We are headed to a second overtime over in the 1-8 game with Ankeny Centennial and Waukee Northwest.
Keep it tight, Jordan!
Asadi pushes it through. Taken back once again. Bettendorf. They're going to try to clear things now through the back end and then tripped up just outside the goal. This will be another free kick and a yellow card on Pleasant Valley, and another free kick for Bettendorf.
Yeah, you can see Bohonik there just waiting for a moment to pounce. And if she does, we would call that a professional foul, a tactical foul in soccer terms. Fortunate not to really get a red card, but there wasn't really any real malicious intent behind it.
She was just trying to screen her out. She just happened to be a little bit lower, and as Bohonik came through, it took her out. And now a free kick and another opportunity to score. This will be Peyton Markham lining things up for Bettendorf as Pleasant Valley sets up their line. Saw this earlier. It's almost too close. You almost just want to tap one just over the top and let somebody else put a header in. Very congested down there at the moment. Markham drives it through, and it's another goal for Bettendorf!
What a goal. Bottom corner, right side of the goal.
The only spot she was going to be able to put that to score. Peyton Markham just drove it right through the opening.
Look at the technique there. Hitting the center of the ball, landing on that kicking foot, shoulders leaning forward. Great finish.
Who would have expected this today? The number 2 overall team in the state, Pleasant Valley, now trailing with under 10 minutes to go to Bettendorf, a team they beat earlier this season, a conference opponent. And Bettendorf now leading 5-1. And Bettendorf really, better than any team we've seen today, has capitalized on all their opportunities. Pekin dribbling to the middle. She goes to the left foot, and another save by the outstanding Riley Sweetland. See another replay there.
Yeah, Pekin there just showing that robust play and being able to drive through defenders and find that shot on goal. Excellent job.
So Bettendorf right now with under 9 minutes to go trying to attack once more, and Bettendorf hasn't. Then almost another goal as that one goes over the top. Bettendorf has not backed down in the slightest as they've taken the lead. They've just extended. They have kept their foot on the gas this entire last second half of the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been an onslaught of attack from their side. What a way to be moving into the semifinals. I mean, if they're able to close this out, which I would imagine they could with 8 minutes left on the clock and having a 4-goal lead, I mean, I wouldn't want to be playing this type of team going into the semis, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Allison Saney has had her squad dialed in today. These Bulldog ladies have just been on fire. And it's been a good mix. Obviously, you look at a lot of stuff running through Carson Bohonik as another chance right now to maybe pile on as they try to push it through. But there's been so many great contributions today from these ladies from Bettendorf.
Absolutely. A real team performance, one they all can be truly proud of.
So setting up once again for the throw-in are the Bulldogs, as they may go into preservation mode here shortly. This is one of the first times we've seen Russman out in the open field. She's marked up good and sends it over the top of the goal. Bounces over the top, comes over right in front of us, and that'll be a throw-in for Bettendorf. And actually, they're going to send her back a little bit further. She tried to buy herself a little bit of extra space. Did Engels. And it looks like Ankeny has now taken a 2-0 lead over there with 11 and a half minutes to go. And that ball misses wide left.
Yeah, just struggling to, find the connection on goal in this last 20 minutes. They've had their moments, just not been able to fully capitalize.
Bettendorf's scouting report today, though, has been so good. As basically everything they've done and every adjustment they've made has worked. And as a coach, you have just got to be so happy with that.
Yeah, I've got to give full credit when it's needed and deserved. And, my hat goes off to the coaching staff here of this Bettendorf team. Really have done their homework on how to kind of bring out the weaknesses in Russman. If we're looking at the game closely, Russman really hasn't had as much freedom as she's probably been used to all season.
Another run out for Bettendorf, a big pile up there and a save made. A lot of contact made. As Abby Riley is now checked into the game. She was out in the open field, and right now Maddie Huber is down on the field injured with 5 minutes to play. Might have taken some contact to the head.
Russman with 43 on the season. The second leading goal scorer is Bria Martel, who has been, playing almost as a number 8/number 10 today, and she's had 14 on the season. So just a tremendous gap in the goals that Russman has scored for herself, and a huge credit to her success and her future going forward.
We'll take a break here as they tend to Huber. And be back with the final 5 minutes right after this on the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Network.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the Bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. go!
They continue to tend to Maddie Huber out in front of the goal that she's been protecting this whole game. It's pretty quiet here in the crowd right now as I think there was some contact made with her upper half of her body. Looks like she's been holding her head since she's been on the ground. There was a run-out opportunity for Abby Riley as she was charging down the field, and Riley trying to score as Huber came up. And we'll probably just take one more break here as they continue to work with Huber. With 5 minutes to go in this one, this Class 3A quarterfinal.
In Iowa, we grow corn. A lot of corn. Corn is what supports us. It feeds our livestock, it fuels our vehicles, and powers our state. It nourishes our families. A cash crop? Yeah, but it's way more than that. Corn sustains us. It's who we are. Without it, we'd just be... well, you get the picture. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state soccer tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. And to help celebrate this achievement, the Iowa Farm Bureau provides commemorative soccer balls for each team competing in the state tournament. These keepsakes are a great way for these athletes to remember their experience here, as well as the teammates, coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors who've all played an important role in their journey. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
As you see Maddie Huber walking off the field under some assistance. They had her up, sitting up, chatting for a while, and now she's walking off the field. That'll bring in Isabel Hoffman to finish out these last 5 minutes of this game, with Bettendorf already leading Pleasant Valley 5-1. These last 5 minutes for the Bulldogs fans can't tick off fast enough as they slide this one through again. Another opportunity here. And another goal. Bettendorf adds another goal on. I believe that was Emma Anderson that just poked that one through. And now they're just piling on.
Yeah, it was a great finish from Anderson. It's showing her the long strides there, you know, on the ball, picking her head up there, as you can see. Getting her head up, gathering her composure, and then finding that bottom corner for the easy slot. Great finish.
A lot of slumped shoulders right now for Pleasant Valley as they came in expecting to win this game today, and everything Bettendorf has tried has worked. As right out in front of us, it looked like Tori Rivera got stepped on for Bettendorf, had to hobble around a little bit.
Yeah, they've just, in the last 15 minutes especially, they've really just kicked into overdrive, this Bettendorf group, and huge credit to their fitness levels as well. You know, it's not easy to show this kind of energy this late in the game.
Yeah, you wondered if they'd be able to maintain what they had early on, and of course, you know, when you take that 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, now 6-1 lead, it gives you a little bit more energy as the game moves on as well. Those goals can be pretty invigorating.
And what a way to be going into the semifinals, you know, coming off a victory like this. And let's give credit where credit is due. This is a good Pleasant Valley team that they played today. that has had quality all over the field, not just with Russman up front. I think Martell has done a good job. Jepson has looked good at times. The back line has been good on the ball and looking to combine, with the second and third line. So a good team and a team certainly for the future. It's a young squad overall, and certainly want to keep an eye on.
Apologize if you're getting some of that same feedback that we are today with this microphone. With all the wind we've had to deal with out here in the elements, just worked for the most part. I'm not sure if we're hearing that on the air or not, but thanks for everybody for sticking with us here today throughout this one, as we've got 3 minutes left to go in this 6-1 lead for Bettendorf. That is not a mistake on the scoreboard. The number 7 seed Bettendorf Bulldogs have come in today and just dominated this game. As Asadi weaves her way through, tries to make a quick stop, and there's a big save once again. Riley Sweetland, the sophomore, has had herself a day.
Yeah, she's been a warrior back there, and feeding off that defensive energy that she's had in front of her, I'm sure.
Bettendorf is connected on some nice passes, as they do again right in front of us. Haley Engels then has it taken away from her. Quickly back with it, though, is Addison Wolfel. A lot of contact there down, and the official says it was shoulder to shoulder. Play on. And Centennial and Waukee Northwest are now going into PKs, tied at 2 in the 1 versus 8 game. Valley, we said, already beat Linmar 2-0. Ankeny, with 3 minutes left in their game, is leading Waukee now, I believe, 3-0. I think they just scored as I was about ready to say that. They did. Now 3-0, Ankeny over Waukee. Bettendorf fans are excited here as we're down under a minute to play. Clock continues to tick away. And another goal for Bettendorf. Incredible. What a day. That was Jordan Martins from 35 yards out. Lofted it over the top of everyone. And now Bettendorf leads 7-1.
Yeah, we call that the icing on the cake. She's had a fantastic defensive display there, and then just to be able to put a shot like that together with 35 seconds remaining, yeah, what a day for her.
PV tries to make a run. Pekin bullies her way in, sends the crosser up over top of everything and out the back edge of the pitch, and that'll be a goal kick, and I'm not even sure that Bettendorf will take this. Bettendorf took a 3-1 lead into the halftime break, which we thought that was a big surprise. Then it went on now to outscore Pleasant Valley 4-0 in the second half. And with that right now, Bettendorf is on to the state semifinals with a 7-1 lead win over Pleasant Valley. That is a happy group of Bulldogs right there. Everything they touched today turned to gold.
Yeah, great performance overall. Huge credit to this group, and really excited to see what they can bring into the semifinal.
They will play Ankeny on Thursday afternoon. So you get a game time on that one here quickly. That game will be at 3:15 right back here on this field on a Thursday afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to please direct
So we head over to our public address announcer as they hand out the awards here at the end of the game.
In addition to receiving medallions, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards today from the IGHSAU is soccer administrator Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Andrew Piotr and the Spartans from Pleasant Valley on an outstanding 2024 season. And Bettendorf fans, we'd like to ask you to look toward the middle of the field as Peyton Markham advances her team in the bracket to the Class 2A or 3A semifinals, where they'll face either Waukee or Ankeny Tuesday on this very field. Congratulations, Bulldogs.
And on behalf of our color analyst, Sam Kane, I'm Andy Pollack, our producer, Randy Nielsen, and all of us here in Des Moines. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.